Manada.
किसे करनी
The top for Zeki. Look wide. Ito. It's a lovely ball from Ito. This curve of Mohamed
He wasn't quite sure, he's having a word with Ali Al Hassan, as if to say he should have cut that one out, because he couldn't react. He thought Ali Al Hassan was going to get to this. This comes off his thigh, and he's looking on, he's hoping it goes past the post.
That could have gone anywhere. Head coach Stefano Pioli, Serie A winner with Milan in 21-22. Vastly experienced coach. This is his first time outside of Italy though. First corner of this match to Kawasaki. 6 blue shirts in the penalty area. Marchinho was the one who got there. Break out to Ito. Ito. Short little dribble to the byline. Would be a second corner for Kawasaki, and they'll take encouragement from this start.
That's the quality they have in those wider positions. Tatsuya, Ito, Marchinho. This occasion was Ito. He's going to dance his way into the box. Needed a stitch challenge there from Sultan Al Ghanam. Nice early pressure from Frontale.
Again, 6 blue shirts in the penalty area, 2 just outside. Bento pulls it away. Tavio is there. Ball had gone out of play though, according to the assistant referee.
Went out and then came back into play. There was no infringement, no contact there on the Bento from Ozeki.
Now have Bushal. Both fullbacks will do their best to get forward for Al Nassar. Giving Simikan and Al-Najami with Brozovic in front of them.
Well, you see what Frontale are doing here at the moment. Ozeki and Kanda are taking turns just to make sure that they try and pin Marcelo Brozovic or cut out that line of pass into him. There's a lot of communication going on. This is going to be so important for them. And when they do step forward, and then they're saying to their central midfielders, you come along with us as well. Because they don't want Brozovic running the game for Al Nassar in those central midfield areas.
Ozeki doing the scurrying there. He's 20. Somakanda is 19. What an experience for them.
And I like that. We just had a look at Shigetoshi Hasebe there. He's giving some experience to his younger players. Ozeki's already had pretty decent minutes on the domestic league. Kanda just about coming through. He's playing for Japan's under 20s at the under 20 Asian Cup.
Marchinho! Gosh, amazing dribble from the Brazilian.
Yeah, it's really good work. Really good pressing from Marchinho. Again, on to Brozovic. Just making sure he doesn't have time on the ball, because once he gets into a rhythm, Brozovic can really start take the pace of play for Al Nassar. So that was so important there. And you can just see with Marchinho, sends a shot wide, but when they set up here, Frontale, when they don't have the ball, Marchinho and Ito are tucking in nice and narrow as well. He's coming into those half spaces. You have a look at Cristiano Ronaldo's position as well, number 7, near side of your screen. He's playing in that left half space along with Sadio Mane just in front of him. They're just looking to try and block off those lines of pass into those players.
Sakai takes the misplaced pass. Foul comes in from Ali Hassan. Referee plays on. Marchinho out wide. 3 blue shirts in the penalty area. Yuki Yamamoto available. This is Miura. One Japanese cap for Sota Miura.
What I like about Hasebe's selections here as well is he's showing no fear. A lot of trust in the younger players to go out there and do a job.
Miura rather scoops that unnecessarily. It's a gift of a goal kick for Al Nassar.
There's a pressure on Brozovic again. He has to drop very deep to try and receive when he breaks free here.
Mane under pressure from Kota Takai. Brozovic. Simikan.
Hello.
Now Bushal. Closed down by Ito. Ali Hassan in the deep role. Lajami.
Al Nassar
Hassan swings it out wide. Otavio, nice little flick. Otavio is there, pulls it back, looks for Cristiano Ronaldo. The defending.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Taki Bernardo doing very nicely. It's rather given away. Now Bushal pick up an easy possession. When they do have the ball, Kawasaki have got to be careful. Yamaguchi is out of his penalty area to volley clear.
Hello. Hi.
Well, it's something they'll be quite comfortable with, Kawasaki Frontale. They had 33.5% possession against Al-Sadd. If you take a look at this ball played in behind, nice proactive goalkeeping from Louis Yamaguchi. But just going back to the numbers for Frontale against Al-Sadd, not much in the way of possession, but they were so efficient, so effective. They still managed 13 shots from inside the opposition penalty area. Managed 14 the whole game. Those are some impressive numbers. 7 of them were on target. They're quite comfortable to concede the possession to these sides. Just make sure that they're organised off the ball.
They've only conceded 7 goals in their 10 AFC Champions League elite matches. Suggests they are organised, particularly with this man involved, Kota Takai. Spain. Now wide to Marcinho. Runs at Sultan Al Ghanam. Marcinho is there. Ito. A wonderful volley from Tatsuya Ito. And Kawasaki lead inside 10 minutes.
Brilliant from Ito. Wonderful technique on that strike from Tatsuya Ito. How often do we see players blazing that over? There's so much control from Ito, he doesn't panic. There's a lot of focus in his effort here. And it's really well put away.
Yes.
Great touch. He finds that space just in behind that Al Nassar midfield. They keep going. Wonderful work from Marcinho. When he steps over, drives into the area. And look at this. He has so much time there. Watches it come all the way down onto his boot. Wonderful strike. That is sweet, that technique from Ito. He doesn't think about smashing it. He doesn't think about putting pace behind that. It's about control. And he just guides that in almost into the top corner.
Came from Germany. Well, what a fabulous introduction. Another early goal in this competition. Right then, let's see what Al Nassr have got in response. Obviously, we know that they've got quality. Made, as did coach Asebi in yesterday's press conference. You can't play the players and the names. You've just got to play what's out on the pitch. Duran will chase. Duran's done well.
Everyone talks about the names and names on paper. Games are played on grass. And this is the thing with Japanese sides in this competition.
Ozeki plays it forward. Looks for the young striker from Wakanda.
I was going to say, it's a nation that produces so much quality, so much talent. They always back themselves, whatever side they're up against.
Bushal did well, but stepping in is Takai once again. Hard to believe that Kota Takai is only 20. As we look at Ito. It was a gorgeous finish.
Ronaldo.
Ito loses out to Sadio Mane. Duran, big and strong, finds the Senegalese. Mane. Real pressure on Sadio Mane from kSA.
Hello. Al Nassar र kSA
Challenge here.
भन्ने
That
जापानको
guy on the
क्लब
left foot anyway. Yep, he
Match
does go through
चलिरहेछ।
on the right. Mane just steps across there. Gets some contact on the ball, kSA. And he does go through the back of Mane's leg.
Brozovic will have Duran and Lajami and Simikan and of course Ronaldo. Has big bodies to aim for.
यो खेल कति 13 मिनेट भइसक्यो होइन 13 मिनेट फ्री किक हान्ने पालो
Well in by Brozovic. Just flicked off the head from kSA.
त्यसले त कर्नरहरू पायो भने त लाउनु चान्स पो बढी हुन्छ किनभने जापानको हुन्छ
That's a good lead. Nice physical presence in central defence.
रोनाल्डोले भुइँमा हेरेको रहेछ
Another young talent who's come
It's
through
true,
at Frontale.
Marcino with the clearance. Otavio's found a bit of space. Sachi Bernardo does well. Snuffs that space down, but there was a little bit of space there for Otavio.
Yeah, this is good defensive work from Frontale. Sachi Bernardo came on against Nassar, leading that contest, so he'll be the fresher of the two central midfielders there between him and Yuki Yamamoto, who had a very good outing.
It is unchanged for Kawasaki. 6 changes from the side that started. But nearly everybody apart from the striker Somakanda did get some game time. So good use of the squad by Coach Asebi. Domestically they're the draw specialists at the moment. They've drawn 4 of their last 5 J-League games.
जोतको थाहा थिएँ अरे त्यो बेन्चीमा
It takes a lot of
भएको
courage
रियल मेड्रिडमै
from a
बसेको
coach
के हुन्थ्यो
to put in youngsters, untested youngsters at this level in a match of this magnitude.
युरोप त हुनुहुन्थ्यो
Credit to Hasebe.
अहिले मलाई मेसी बरु जोतमा उमा गएको भए सिटी अथवा कुनै अर्को क्लबमा गएको
All over the top. Sultan Al-Ghanam is in there. Tachmanada first to react.
Outlet
on this right-hand side. Narrow when they defended, pulled out wide when they attacked. Simakam gets the touch and Nawaf will keep that in.
Hello, hi.
And it's good that he's made the changes that he has because they're going to have to do a lot of running here.
15 minute भइसकेको छ
It needs that freshness in the side.
15 minutes.
Ali Hassan, nice touch. Sultan Al-Ghanam.
Wait.
Excellent tracking back by Yuki Yamamoto. Danger's not over yet though. Mane gets the header and it came off Ronaldo. Nawaf is there to pick things up. Lajami. Otavio. Brozovic and Sultan. Tries the fancy ball through to Marcelo Brozovic. Might come off. Chase from Kanda.
Honda पनि छ
Coughed up.
अनि Honda भन्नाले है अस्ति
Yamamoto. Somakanda. Ozeki. He nearly smuggled that one through. Possession once again. To Frontale. Tati Bernardo. Loses out. Nawaf Bushell has done well. We've got a 3-on-4 break. Lovely movement from Ronaldo. John Duran, the Colombian. The angle for the shot, but skims off the outside of his boot.
Want to get caught out on transitions like that, Kawasaki from Kale. He did enough in the end to recover and just try and force John Duran into a shot from a wider position. Not a high quality chance. And Ronaldo was frustrated. He made a good run on towards the far side of the area. Duran was just backing himself to hit the target.
In 3 of the 4 quarter-finals, it was the transition. As soon as a team lost the ball, the Saudi teams in particular were able to really hurt them. Often get 4-on-3s and 3-on-2s. We saw the first instance of it there. Otavio under pressure from Tati Bernarda.
Well, it tends to be the trend in modern football. We're catching our teams
They're going
on the
to
transition because that's when
get
that defensive structure is not quite in place.
Mane slotting down this left-hand side. Ahmed Simakan. Ronaldo trying to dictate things from deep. Long-range efforts. Yamaguchi lets that one sail wide.
His teammates turn to be frustrated with him there. Cristiano Ronaldo. And 3 options in front of him. The better one would have been to just lay it into Otavio, who dropped off that defensive line. And he was quick to apologise there.
डिजिटल बोर्ड आ गया क्या इस पे पानी है
Big names have joined an Al Nassr club that have won the title for a number of years. Al Hilal are the big shots, or have been in recent seasons. The intention is to knock Al Hilal away in Saudi Arabia, and also to progress on the AFC Champions League stage.
AFC Champions League
Al Nassr are trailing as we approach the 20th minute. Simakan is there. Seki does well. Ento launches one long, but only finds his coach. This opening 20 minutes, 75% of the ball to Al Nassr. 5 shots, none of which have been on target. For Hasebi, trying to dictate things from the line. He's taking over from a legend.
Japan को Kawasaki club
Kawasaki.
Saudi को Al Nassr.
Yeah, we're incredibly successful under Toru Oniki, but it was on the continental stage that they just tended to fall short. We look a lot better organised defensively under Hasebe, and that's because of all the time he spent with Navispa Fukuoka.
Simakan. Pushed that just a little bit too far. Nearly had it taken off him. Quite right to point out Sumakanda and Yuto Ozeki are working very hard just to close things down.
Yeah, look at Brozovic. He's trying to drop off to receive, and he has to get it in such a deep position. The moment Sumakanda came across to this right-hand side, Ozeki then was switched on to come in to close down Brozovic. They're trying to shut down Al Nassr in those central midfield positions.
That's a lot of chasing though for Ozeki. Saying that, it's also a lot of work for Brozovic to find that space, but he's found a little bit here. 99 international caps for the Croatian. Sino forces the error from Ahmed Simakan.
That's really good closing down from Kanda and Ozeki and Marcinho as well. Saw that cue to press, which was a poor touch from Simakan. I expected this sort of game from Kawasaki Frontale, especially as they'll want to have gotten that early goal. Gives them the chance to just sit back a little bit more now and say to Al Nassr, you try and break us down, we'll work hard off the ball.
But it's not just sitting back, is it? They're pushing as a unit. It's defensive-minded, but just trying to prevent Al Nassr getting the ball to their danger men. Ali Al-Hassam, hassled by Ozeki. Mane does brilliantly. And look how quickly Marcinho is in there. Wins the ball off Otavio. Ali Lajami does well. And again, no time on the ball for Marcelo Brozovic, who kicks the floor in frustration.
Hurried in possession again. Here's Brozovic. Aggressive in the press when it's time to go and close down. That's what Frontale are doing.
लेभल अनुसारको हुँदो रहेछ जस्तो एउटा नराम्रो टिम छ फेरि राम्रो टिम आयो भने पनि त्यो खेल नराम्रै हुँदो रहेछ.
What I mean about not sitting back is that there's no pressure on that back line for Al Nassr. They know exactly what the role is, which is to shut off the options, the passes into central midfield. And that's what they're doing. And that's why Al Nassr are struggling to get going in possession here.
Al Nassr has struggling in that position.
Ito. Semifinale is there, only finds side. Ronaldo.
नेपालको पनि यो भन्दा त राम्रो खेल्छ नि.
Under instant pressure.
खेल्दैन इ यसरी पोगोली
Ball
पर्दैन
away.
है.
Yamamoto hooks it high. Ronaldo wins it back. Vermaskirchen
यो टिम चाहिँ राम्रो छ नि पासहरू चाहिँ.
pushed wide by Ozeki.
यिनीहरूले आइडिया छ क्या यिनीहरूले.
Sotomayor.
भेटिएन भने पाउनु भेट्यो भने पास खेल्यो.
Miscommunication with Martinho.
झुकेर उता पुग्दैन. अपोजिट.
Martinho on target in the quarter-final victory. Fine goal it was too. Dink over the goalkeeper. Showed real pace.
टाइम कति ढिलो गइरहेको जस्तो लाग्छ. तिमीलाई कति छिटो गइरहेको
Mane.
जस्तो लाग्छ होइन. मलाई ढिलो गइरहेको जस्तो लाग्यो.
Duran and Ronaldo made runs ahead of him. Simikan under pressure. Brozovic. Yamamoto. Gino loses out. Duran. To Takai. Does wonderfully well. And will take the ball back in return. And this is Kota Takai. Striding forward 3-on-3. Kota Takai is going for the glory goal and then suddenly transition again. 6-on-5. Not the best ball to Ronaldo.
रोनाल्डोले के गर्दैछ?
Vermaskirchen. And Takai here. I think he just got a little bit too excited there. He did so well to win it initially and then drive forward with the ball. They just should have released Somakanda and made a run onto the outside.
Al Nassrकै ग्राउन्डले
Sadio Mane. Duran near post and that is Takai back defending.
ध्यान साउदीकै हो नि त.
Tell you what, keep a real lookout for this boy in years to come.
कति हुन्छ जाने?
यो साउदी जापान कहाँ
Yeah, been saying that for a while now with Kota Takai. Trusted part of this Frontale side, getting significant minutes, big part of his development, and he's a huge talent.
Lajami's long throw. Takai is there, not the best header though. Rather skimmed off the top of his head. Frontale survived that moment. Sultan Al-Gamram. Mane can't get there. Taki Bernarda can clear. This is Ozeki. Looks for support outright. He gets it eventually from Ito, the goal scorer. Nawaf Bouchal. Sadio Mane waits. Brozovic. The angle just cut out. Sometimes in these games, if it's warm enough, there's a water break that's designated. It's not perceived to be warm enough for a water break. So Kawasaki won't have that little bit of respite. Is pinged over the top. Now Bouchal does brilliantly to get there. Mane. Mane tries to create a shot and Mane! Well, it's the net. Yamaguchi seems to dive past the ball. but Sadio Mane has got the equaliser.
यसो भनेर पढाउँछ राम्रो पढाएको हो राम्रो उसले क्लियर गरिदिनु नि त
Taking a touch on its way through.
निकाल्दिन्छ
So a closer look at this one. It's Mane. Ito does well to get there. Closes down the angle for the first shot. Yeah. It looks like it's taken just that little bit of a touch on Maruyama on its way through.
सिधा बोल
त्यो नै म ठोक्यो क्या यहाँ ठोक्यो क्या
Here's another side to this. Taken 2 touches. One off the
डाइभ त
shoulder
सही गरेको रहेछ
of Yuichi Maruyama. Just takes it away from the dive of Louis Yamaguchi. A little bit unlucky there frontale. Sadio Mane has created his own bit of luck.
Third AFC Champions League elite goal for the Senegalese Sadio Mane. And the decibel level in the stadium goes up as Ronaldo finds Mane, formerly of Bayern Munich and Liverpool, played in looking for Ronaldo. Who's been a goal again in his career with Al Nassar.
यसरी नै भयो हैन
Mane once again. Complete miscommunication there. Ronaldo came short, the ball went long. Lushal. Nassar, Ronaldo flicking to Mane. Ozeki. Soma did well. That's Yamamoto. Miura comes in from left back. Miura's carried on his run down the line. Two in the penalty area. Marcino. Poured away by Bento. This time, enough blue shirts back. Brozovic just slows things down. There's nothing really on. Sultan carries on his run.
लेखेको स्थितिमा छ खेल अहिले नजरको खुट्टामा बल
Simakam. Half an hour played. Parity in Jeddah. Ronaldo again coming short. Ronaldo just eased off the ball. Play there by Maruyama. Tati Bernardo loses out to Brozovic. Maruyama is covering. Ball slid into Ronaldo.
राम्रो पढाएको त पिनले क्या
He's having a really solid season. There's Yuichi Maruyama playing a lot more than I think you would have expected.
त्यहाँ 30 मिनेट पनि रोक्न
And
सकेन
injuries to Jessiel and Kurumaya as well, so he's been a good option for them in central defence. And a couple of good challenges there, take it away from Ronaldo, and then with that sliding tackle to put it out for a throw-in.
Comes right the way through. That can only be one man who tries that audacious effort. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, what a goal. Just gets the timing a little bit wrong there. Comes off the top of his foot.
चुचेमा लाग्यो
He scored one or two of them in his time. Make a good point about Jessiel not being available. Hamstring problems for the Brazilian. Dominant central defender. Maruyama and Takai have carried the load Ronaldo nicks it away, looks for Duran. Once again, Takai is in the right place. Otavio teases. Sultan Al-Ghanam finds Brozovic. Taki Bernarda is almost playing as an auxiliary centre-back. He's that deep, because he has to be. Sultan Al-Ghanam to Marcelo Brozovic. Brozovic looks for Ronaldo!
Well, you see what's happening here. Marcelo Brozovic is starting to find a little bit more space now.
Be a corner. Ronaldo jumped early, hung in the air. It's very unfortunate. Danger's not over. Brozovic once again. Ronaldo the target. He thought of another overhead kick. Mane, scorer of the equaliser. Mane once again cuts inside. Bernardo just gets an important touch. Ali Lajami! Long way out, plenty of power, lack direction.
Good chance this. And Brozovic, smart play. He's just running out of space, but he has enough just to lift the ball into the area. And he's got that wonderful ability, Cristiano Ronaldo, to get up so early and almost float through the air. Big chance.
Kawasaki's much changed team though. All the possessional stats are right against them. They're still hanging in there. Free kick against Semifinale.
Not going too badly for Kawasaki Frontale, but they will need to find these moments where they're just able to try and slow things down, get a spell of possession, ease that pressure on their back line, and maybe cause a bit of concern for Nassar's defence.
Saki did well. Ito with a little bit of time. Stepping across the map. No free kick from Ali Lajami. Zeki, who's back, immediately trying to challenge. Impetuousness of youth.
सपोर्ट गरेका टिमले हार्यो भने चाहिँ आश्चर्य पो
Mohamed Simikan. Frenchman drives forward. Otavio always has Sultan Al-Ghanam outside of him. Ronaldo beaten in the air. Michael to Takai.
Ronaldo.
Mane. Hassan. We will have it. Chasing now from Kawasaki. Roche not quite as exuberant as it was in the opening 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is, again, expected this from Frontale, and I said they will be looking to just sit back in their own half. It's happening exactly as I thought it would. The danger here for them is they need to make sure that they don't allow Nassar to build up too much of a momentum, because it's starting to look that way now.
Yellow card for Ali Lajami for a neck-high tackle. Zeki heading away from the Saudi international, first yellow card of the game. His first yellow card of these finals.
Quite clearly there, it's a good bit of play from Zeki. They'll just need these moments here, Frontale, again to slow things down. Have some time in possession.
Oh. Could be another yellow card coming here. Sultan Al-Ghanam. Certainly, referee Ali Reza is going over to at least have a word.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cynical there, Sultan Al-Ghanam. It should be a booking. I get the sense that if he hadn't booked Ali Lajami earlier, then he would have booked Sultan Al-Ghanam for this. It shouldn't matter, because it should be a yellow card. That's a pretty late challenge there. He was well beaten.
Ito. Takai.
मैले अहिलेसम्म यस्तो खराब टिमलाई चाहिँ सपोर्ट गर्नुपर्ने
Skirkin.
पॉइन्ट खेल्नेलाई खराब हुन्छ
Looking for some movement up front. There is rather less movement from Kanda.
कसले रियलले हानेको बार्साले
बार्साले दिएर हानेको
इ
त्यही छानेको बार्साले
हो
रियलले गाएर
हो
And then Taki Bernardo
हो यस्तो
just pushed it a little bit too far. And Bushal is in there. Tavio over the top. Ronaldo has got the strength to hold off Kota Takai. Ronaldo looks for Duran. And Duran
अफसाइड
is offside anyway. Duran literally hitting the back of the net.
छक्क पर्यो
Let's have a look at this one. It's that transition. He needs to be keeping himself onside in those situations, Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes a bit of pace as well just to get onto
त्यो
it.
अफसाइड चाहिँ
I couldn't quite believe that John Duran had actually missed
बाहिर गएछ गोल
from there.
केको बाहिर
Wouldn't have counted in the end.
गोल भित्रै गएको
जाली छिटाइदिन्छ
Major League Soccer to the English Premier League, to the Saudi Professional League for John Duran. Had 16 international caps as well. Brozovic with the free kick. Not being able to have the influence on the game that he'd like and that I think many expected Marcelo Brozovic. Vermaskirchen. Nowhere to go. Martino does well and loses out to Brozovic. Sadio Mane. Ronaldo. Pick out Mane.
माने भएको नि
Nice play by the teenage centre forward. Somakanda.
गोल क्याच गरेर बस्नु मात्रै नभएर अस्ति ठ्याक्कै
Marcinho.
त्यस्तै गोल नली रनिङ
And Ozeki.
ऊ त्यति आउँछ
Ito did well and Ito's still going. Ito! Ito! And
Goal.
that's in!
गोल
त्यतिकै लाग्यो त्यहाँ
Ozeki is following up. And Kawasaki Frontale have retaken the lead. A first AFC Champions League goal for Yude Ozeki.
जित्न गाह्रो छ है के गरेको म त ब्यागै हाल्दै थिएँ
Now they're going to have to do it again, Al Nassr. But that's good following up from Yuto Ozeki.
कति घुम्यो अहिले
And again, it's a technical quality on display from Kawasaki Frontale. And then efficiency. They don't have much of the ball, they're not going to see much of it, but they're very good when they have it. Break forward very nicely there. And there's players coming into the area, and that's the key. Have a
अगाडि
look at
लाग्ने
the
गोल
role that
लागेन
Ito
नि
plays here, because it's a loose pass into central
कस्तो
midfield.
रनिङ
And Tatsuya Ito makes that happen.
हेरे यही लाग्नुपर्ने गोल
Okay, gets a little bit of good fortune with a touchback into him off Simakan. But it's because of his efforts here. He just keeps going.
त लाग्यो नि
Trying to release Kanda.
हल्का सोचेर
Nicely to Ozeki. And that's a really
हल्का
good
सोचेर
finish.
बसिरहेको
Goalkeeper so close to him. He has to control it. Bending around
यिनीहरू
Pinto.
पत्याएकै छैनन् क्या
Look at
लाउनु
that
त लाउनु
beautiful camera shot, wonderful replay on that angle. Shows you just how precise that finish was from Yuto Ozeki.
अनि अन्तिममा खेल्छ केही न केही
Oh my word. Kawasaki are spoiling what is meant to be the headline final.
दाँत भन्दा छाला सेतुरा पनि त्यसको
कोही पोएन दाँत
Bento, I think, will be all right. He took a knock. But Kawasaki Frontale, two terrific goals. The first from Ito, the second made by Ito. And I think we've got changes coming on the way for Al Nassr.
41 ले हो
मलाई चेन्ज गर्न आँटेको होइन होला
It's looking like it could be two changes.
राम्रो
No,
डिफेन्स टिमले पनि त्यो
Covering the ball.
एडमिनिस्ट्रेसनबाट आएको
I think this is getting ready.
यतिकै यता
Here's Mane. Loses out.
त्यो याले काटेर निकाल्छ होइन अनि
Skirkham played the ball in. Brozovic.
यो र
Al Hassan. nearly got there. Marcinho can only direct it back to Ali Al Hassan. Nawaf. Mane. Brozovic again. It's a loose pass. And it's gone out of play, and we are indeed going to see a double change for Al Nassr. We're going to see Angelo coming on. And also Aymeric Laporte as we look at the replay of the go-ahead goal for Azeki.
त्यसैले छोड्ला आफ्नै आफूले गोल लाग्थ्यो नि कति सेल्फिस नहुँदैन
He's made something happen there, Tatsuya Ito.
Ali Al Hassan is off. Brazilian Angelo comes on. Signed from Chelsea for 25 million US dollars. Aymeric Laporte also coming on for Ali Lajami.
You know, this says a lot about the quality of Kawasaki Frontale, about the quality of Japanese football. They've started the match with one foreign player in Marcinho. Al Nassr have just taken off two of their Saudi Arabian players in Ali Lajami and Ali Al Hassan.
Van Vermeerskirchen ahead of Ronaldo. Brozovic. First run off the ball for Angelo. Not a successful run, but he might get another chance. Fiora though goes past him and past Brozovic. Fiora is driving forward, and he's got support to his left from Marcinho. And Miura. The kick conceded by a desperate Mohamed Simakan, I tell you, because Kanda was poised.
Looking really off the pace here, Al Nassr. And it's a credit to Kawasaki Frontale. Every time they get forward, they look dangerous. They've got lots to do at that half-time break. Stefano Pioli.
And the Kawasaki choir in the corner sings its heart out. And the team are responding. This is their third corner of the first 45 minutes.
Final the
Ito. Puts it back in. Bento. Recovered after receiving some treatment following the concession of the second goal. But Ito, one goal scored, a beauty as well.
Serious भएर
One assist. Pretty beautiful.
यिनीहरूले रनिङ पनि हानिरहेछन् हर चिज गरिरहेछन् नि खटेर खेलिरहेछन् नि
Simakan.
त्यही भयो
There's a silence around this
उनीहरूले
arena,
प्र्याक्टिस खेल्दैछन्
apart from the noisy Kawasaki band.
किन धेरै कुद्नु
It really is a credit to those fans as well.
होइन यिनीहरूलाई पोजिसन छुट्याइदिएको छ होइन
Chases forward, but too aggressively. That's Sotomayor.
खप्प काट्दिए हाल्नु त्यो सेतो
They
मान्छे
sing all the way through, don't they? We saw this with Sotomayor. We saw this with Yokohama Marinos. You know, they were soundly beaten by Al Nassr, but their fans were excellent. And it's the same with Kawasaki Frontale as well. Sectioned off into that corner, but they've been singing non-stop, making lots of noise. And they've come, just like their team, from a long way away. Almost 9,500 kilometers.
Oi, oi, oi.
Sultan Aghanim back to his Brazilian goalkeeper. He's had his hands full with Marcinho. Brozovic has his hands full.
कति पागल छ आफै लड्दैछ
Ronaldo headed against the post. Mane, who got the deflected goal that pulled us back to 1-1. Kawasaki Frontale, the only team from the eastern region
रोक है केटा
to make it to the semi-finals. Ronaldo,
रोक है
Simakam, Sultan Al Ghanam.
लास्ट चांस है
Duran wants it high, Ronaldo wants it in the air. And it's that man, Kota Takai, who
Ronaldo
gets the
the
touch
keeper
ahead of
now.
Ronaldo.
जे बोल्नु
Mane,
होइन किपरलाई
कहाँ छ
गोल
यो?
भित्र
ठोको अघि भाग्यो उसको प्लेयरले छोड्यो
Tavio,
हैन ठोको अघि भागिहाल्छ
ओइ 3 मिनेट भइसक्यो त 3
Mane
मिनेट
again, that
भइसक्यो
little
त
shuffle. Takai, who else is there? And the half-time whistle goes. And Kawasaki Frontale lead by 2 goals to 1. There's the header once again from arguably the best player defensively in the first half. And offensively, they've got the best player as well, Rosh.
It's been a very solid first
केही
half
छोएन
from Kawasaki
यसरी
Frontale.
धेरै
Oh,
हान्छ।
Nassar just haven't really been
रोनाल्डो
in
किन
this.
त्यति मजाले उफ्रिन्छ भनेको
Defensively, they've been all over the place then.
That's half-time. Kawasaki Frontale with goals from Ito Onozeki and Al Nassar, who equalised with Mane by 2 goals to 1.
मलाई नि अब एकैन लाग्यो
अरू के हुँदैन नि ज्ञानै राम्रो खेल्नु पर्यो नि गेम त राम्रो खेल्नु पर्यो होइन अनुतिले हारेको कि रियल मैले गेम राम्रो थियो
Ladies and gentlemen, the score at half-time is
कसले
Club.
कसले घटेको कस्तो राम्रो
السيدات والسادة نتيجة الشوط الأول نادي النصر 1 نادي كوازاكي فروntale 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is half-time here in
हेलो हेलो
Leeds.
हेलो हेलो
5 minutes for a very special half-time show.
السيدات والسادة يبقوا معنا واستمتعوا بعروضنا طويلة
के छ खबर के गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ कि हुँदैन हेलो हेलो के छ खबर सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ घातक छ बल पोजिसन 27
5 minutes for a very special half-time show.
السيدات والسادة يبقوا معنا واستمتعوا بعروضنا طويلة وكل جزء منها رأسنا لدى الجوهر.
Lead Al Nassar, who equalised with Mane by 2 goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the score at half-time is
हेलो हेलो हेलो
पहले सत्ययुग में यानी कि तीनों लोगों का स्वामी बन चुका था इंद्रदेव समेत समस्त देव हिरण्यकशिपु के भय से
पूरी दुनिया के लिए ये तस्वीरें दिल तोड़ने वाली हैं। नशे में धुत जस्टिन बीबर को होश तक नहीं है। उनके शरीर की हड्डियां दिखने लगी हैं। उनकी पैंट इतनी नीचे खिसक चुकी है कि उनका अंडरवियर तक दिखने लगा है। दुनिया में माइकल जैक्सन के बाद जस्टिन बीबर को ही इतनी पॉपुलैरिटी मिली है। जस्टिन की सिंगिंग ने पूरी दुनिया में तहलका मचा दिया था। एक बच्चा रातों रात पूरी दुनिया को छा गया था। दुनिया भर में आज जस्टिन के जितने फैंस हैं शायद उतने किसी और सिंगर के नहीं होंगे।
हेलो हेलो अल नासरले
जस्टिन की ये वीडियो कोचरा से आई है। जस्टिन यहाँ नंगे दिखाई दे रहे हैं। वो चॉइस भी नजर आ रही है।
السيدات والسادة نتيجة الشوط
नहीं है। वहीं एक वीडियो में वो डीजे पर बैठे सामने आए हैं जब उनकी वाइफ हैरी बीवर
आईपीएल को कुरा गर्दाखेरि पन्जाबले 131 बनाएछ, 14 ओभरमा 190 बनाएछ 10 चेन्नईले,
जस्टिन ने साल 2008 में
60 बलमा 60 70 80
पन्जाबले जित्यो
छ।
पन्जाबले
पन्जाबले 131,
कतिको तारिक
190
धेरै तारिक जित्यो
14 ओभरमा 131, और 6 ओभरमा 60 रन लेना।
हमारे साथ जुड़ गए हैं।
दुईटै
बहुत स्वागत है। कहते हैं विजय भाई की 1700 लाइक पूरा करा दो। बिल्कुल 1635 साथियों ने अभी तक वीडियो। तेज गेंदबाज आ रहे हैं साथियों, मथीसा पथिराना गेंदबाजी पर, और जिन्होंने पहले ओवर में 14 रन दिए थे और अब अपने दूसरे ओवर की गेंदबाजी लेकर के आने के लिए तैयार है। श्रेयस अय्यर बैटिंग क्रीज पर 50 रनों पर मौजूद हैं 32 गेंदों का सामना करते हुए, और इस वक्त मथीसा पथिराना, और इस मैच में 85% संभावना अब बताया जा रहा है कि पंजाब के जीतने के हैं, तो केवल 15% संभावना ही सीएसके की बताई जा रही है रियल टाइम विनिंग परसेंटेज के अनुसार। 15वें ओवर की पहली गेंद के साथ इस बार सामने श्रेयस अय्यर, और ये पहली गेंद यॉक कराने की कोशिश, फुल पिच लेंथ, बल्लेबाज ने इस गेंद को ड्राइव किया। गेंद लॉन्ग ऑन के इलाके में एक सिंगल। ओवर की शुरुआत हो गई है मथीसा पथिराना की तरफ से।
10 रन ल्याउनु भने 60 रन भइहाल्यो, 70 80 जित्यो।
अभी भी पंजाब को इस मुकाबले में जीतने के लिए हर ओवर में 10 रन बनाने की आवश्यकता है, और वहीं पर हर ओवर में 9 रन बस बन रहे हैं। मथीसा पथिराना की तरफ से खराब लाइन और लेंथ देखने को मिल रही है। हमारे साथ बलदेव नाम भाई जुड़े हुए हैं, वेलकम है भाई। ओवर की दूसरी गेंद पथिराना लेकर चले, निहाल वडेरा तैयार 1 की रन संख्या पर। अभी तक दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों ने जब भी आमने सामने गेंदबाजी की है तो मथीसा पथिराना ने बाजी मारा है, लेकिन इस बार वडेरा ने गेंद को गैप में निकाल दिया और गेंद 4 रन। ऑफ के काफी बार ये गेंद फुल पिच डिलीवरी, गेंद के पीछे अपने बल्ले को फेंका और 4 रनों के लिए स्कोर 136, 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर 14.2 ओवर के बाद पंजाब किंग्स टीम का स्कोर। अब धीरे धीरे पंजाब किंग्स की टीम मुकाबले को अपनी ओर ला रही है, शिकंजा कस रही है। अगर चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स को ये मुकाबला जीतना है तो विकेट निकालने की आवश्यकता है, और पथिराना वो काम कर सकते हैं। इसी बीच तीसरी गेंद पर आउट
हो गया।
वडेरा को भेजा है पवेलियन की तरफ। पथिराना ने अपनी गेंदबाजी से इस बार बैक ऑफ द हैंड की गेंद, स्लोअर गेंद।
कस्तो फसेको छ त टेबल टेबलमा क्या 10 ल्याउने 3टाै कतिवटा छ?
गाह्रो छ। नो भएको नि एउटा छ।
हेलो दुईटालाई त्यस्तो लाइट चाहिँ हुनुपर्ने क्या, त्यस्तो क्या अहिले त्यसले चाहिँ नि क्लियर देखाउँथ्यो नि त। किङ्स लेखेको छ, सुपर किङ्स लेखेको छ।
अनि चेन्नई सुपर किङ हो, यता पन्जाब सुपर किङ, पन्जाब किङ हो नि त।
ए दुरे किङ्स
यसले सेम करणले 88 हानेछ।
टर्नै हान्छ त, त्यही भएर त पुर्याएको त न कति 4 विकेट कि कति गइसकेको थियो।
हेर्नु न 11 रन 7 रन ओपनरको। सेम करन 88, 117, 32, 6 11 2 0 0 0।
धन्न यसले हान्यो भन्न
सेम करणले
न यसले 100 पनि पुर्याउँथेन।
पुगेर नि जाने।
सेम करणले कहाँबाट आज हानेछ।
ओल आउटै बनाइदिएछ त्यही पनि। को विकेट कसले ल्याएछ?
खोइ आज उनी खेलेन छ, धोनी नै खेलेन छ।
किन खेलेन हो?
कहाँ खेल्यो?
धोनी 11 रन हानेछ।
थु जो त धोनी भनिदियो नि। खेल्नै सक्नु छोडी नि
कसले कति
पहिला पनि त त्यस्तो खतरा खेल्ने होइन रहेछ नि त धोनी
4 विकेटले युजेन्द्र चहलले
कहाँ रहेछ यो त छोटे त नि यत्रो यत्रो छ कति विकेट निकाल्छ
स्ट्यान्डिङ टेबल
आरसिबी छ नम्बर 1
यसको एक म्याच कम छ नि त गुजरातको
खै गुजरातको ए हो र
जित्ने बित्तिकै टप हुन्छ रन्डेड हेर्नु साथै
तर हेर त यो 14 भयो नि 14 दुईटा टप एउटा गर्नु
मुम्बईको नि 14 मुम्बईको 10 म्याच अलरेडी छ नि त के 14 के
मुम्बई कसरी आयो यहाँ
हेर्नु न
ओइ मुम्बईले घुस खाके मलाई
हेर्नु लगातार 5वटा म्याच जित्यो भने बुमरा आएदेखि सबै जित्यो नि त
थक्क मुम्बई अलिक पैसा खुवाउनमा काल छ
लगातार 4वटा म्याच सुरुमा हार्यो होइन त्यहाँदेखि त लगातार 6वटा म्याच जितिहाल्यो नि
जोतमा उसँग पनि एसआरएसले जोतमा छ्या
एसआरएस चाहिँ
बिजोको आउँछ यसो
एसआरएस र गुजरातको छ म्याच
जोतमा त्यस्तो खेलाडी हुँदा नि जोतमा आउट हुन्छ नि
टक्क पारेर यहाँ अब पन्जाब हार्ने बित्तिकै पन्जाब यहीँ रहन्छ सिएसके टक्क पारेर यहीँको सिएसके नि यहीँको यहीँ हुन्छ पन्जाब पनि यहीँको यहीँ हुन्छ सिएसके त नल्याउन सिएसके त पुग्दैन होइन पन्जाब यहीँको यहीँ हुन्छ दिल्ली हिजो हारो मलाई फाइदा भयो हिजो झन् हारो उयो छैन केकेआर छैन केकेआरको 9 बजेसमा छ केही छैन एलएसीको 10 म्याच अलरेडी छ त्यसो यसमा केही छैन गुजरातले जित्ने बित्तिकै गुजरात टप
कतिवटा म्याच खेल्नु पर्ने 20वटा होइन
अब 9 10 11 12 13 14 कि 15वटा
कसरी हो 10वटा टिम हुन्छन् होम र अवे गर्दाखेरि सोच्नु
अनि होम र अवे सबैले खेल्नु पर्दैन नि त सबैले खेल्नु पर्दैन
हो र मलाई सबैले जस्तो लागेको थियो
हेर्नु अब गुजरातकै कुरा गरौँ न आरसिबीको कुरा गरौँ आरसिबीको 10 म्याच छ होइन 11 12 13 14 म्याच सक्यो
14 म्याच मात्रै हो र 14 15 16 17 18 म्याच त हुनुपर्ने हो
आरसिबी र सिएसके र सरको म्याच यहाँ टक्कै सिएसके
सहिलेसँग रहेछ त
आरसिबीको नि
सिएसकेलाई त त्यसै जितिहाल्दैन
गुजरातको घाटा छ नि एसआरएच अनि एमआई अनि डिसी टप सबै अनि एलएससी
कसलाई
अनि सिएसके छन् लास्ट
गुजरातलाई गुजरातको चाहिँ बिचको कुरा त हुँदैन सेलेक्ट हुँदैन मलाई एमआई डिसी छ अनि एलएसडी छ खतरासँग रहेछ एउटा चाहिँ सही रहेछ सिएसकेलाई चाहिँ जित्छ
अनि यो जितिहाल्यो भने होइन
एसआरएसलाई पनि जित्न सक्छ 3टा त मुलाको अहिले त काल छैन नि त
अनि त्यसमा एसआरएस र सिएसके जित्यो भने क्वालिफाई भइहाल्छ
क्वालिफाई कति 16
16ले चाहिँ क्वालिफाई हुन्छ गेम आयो उता मलाई धेरै तनाव दिँदो रहेछ